Pokemon Black. We are on a quest to become the ultimate Pokemon champion by defeating every region's Pokemon League. We have beaten the first 3 gym leaders in the Unova region, including Burgh, who we took on in the last episode. I'm not gonna lie, I did not plan this fight very well, and his Levandi almost made me pay. But we were able to find our out in Petalblade, who was able to put him to sleep with Yawn before No Nuts came in and finished him off with Incinerate. Now, I'm gonna be honest. Due to a technical mishap on my end, there will be no game audio for a portion of this upcoming Elesa split. So you guys will be getting post-production voiceover, similar to the wheel lock that I'm currently working on. Go check that out after this. Let me know in the comments if you would prefer this or sticking to live action. Anyway, Elisa's a pretty tricky gym leader in that she has 2 Emolgas and a Zebstrika who all know Volt Switch, which has 70 base power and allows the user to switch out after the attack. What makes this battle so difficult is the 2 Emolgas, who are part flying types, giving them an immunity to ground type moves. Furthermore, its only weakness that you have access to at this point in the game is Rock, but every one of them are either neutral or weak to Electric, and they all have terrible special defense and speed. And they also boast solid coverage moves to plug in the gaps. This will be a dogfight. Starting with the team recap, we have Derpy the Tranquil with Air Cutter, Roost, Detect, and Quick Attack, No Nuts the Panseer with Flame Burst, Yawn, Lick, and Bite, Popeye the Timber with Work Up, Rock Throw, Wake Up Slap, and Low Kick, Megatron the Dewott with Tackle, Tail Whip, Razor Shell, and Focus Energy, Dyson the Rock and Rolla with Rock Blast, Mud Slap, Iron Defense, and Headbutt, and Petalblade the Moona with Side Beam, Defense Curl, Moonlight, and Yawn. Right off the bat, Bianca calls me and challenges me to a battle. Mind you, this is our 3rd battle, and I just got my 3rd badge. A combination of Air Cutters and Roost take down her lead Herdier, who was just spamming takedowns. Next is Moona, who yawns me, prompting me to switch into No Nuts before Derpy goes to sleep. Only for Moona to pull off the hard read of the century and hit No Nuts with a yawn. I'm sorry, are we playing Pokemon Black or are we playing Blaze Black on challenge mode? What the hell was that? Anyway, No Nuts, being the massive disappointment he has always been, fails to get the KO from a bite at about half health before Moona regains that HP right back with Moonlight. Now with him asleep, I switch into Dyson, who now has to take 2 hard side beams before eventually getting the KO with a 3-hit Rock Blast. In comes Pansage, threatening with Vine Whip, but I switch into Derpy and one-shot the Foliage Baboon with an Air Cutter. 2 more Air Cutters take out her starter, now an evolved Pignite. Heading up to Route 4, I catch a few new Pokemon in the desert, including Fireball the Darumaka, and never mind, we have to battle Cheren. Son of a bitch. He leads with a Pidove, so naturally I'm obligated to assert my dominance by sniping his puny ass out of the sky with 2 Air Cutters. Next is Panpour. I go for another Air Cutter, but miss before I get hit by a Water Gun. Next turn, I go for another Air Cutter, and miss again. Then I get crit by a Water Gun. Here we go. I have to switch into Popeye. I set up a workup, then Panpour hits another Water Gun. Popeye is able to get the kill on the next turn with a +1 Wake Up Slap. Now, everything that happens for the rest of this battle is a stark reminder of why you must always stay ready and train your team accordingly. Because had my team been trained up to at least the level of this Servine, things would have played out much differently. Everyone else on my team is either weak, underleveled, or weak to grass. So my only option is to stay in with Popeye and sack him for a free switch. This gamble works out for 1 turn, as Servine misses a Leaf Tornado before Popeye can do just over half with a Wake Up Slap. This triggers his held Citrus Berry. I can't count on him missing another Leaf Tornado, so I have to stay in and watch Popeye go down before switching into Derpy. Little did I know, I was sending Derpy down under because he in fact does not outspeed Servine, not even close, and he gets his remaining life force squeezed out of him with a wrap. The situation is looking dire and I'm running out of options. I suddenly remember that Dyson has Sturdy, which in this generation essentially acts like a Focus Sash, allowing him to take at least 1 Leaf Tornado. Unfortunately, I was unaware that Leaf Tornado has a chance to lower the target's accuracy, so the incoming Rock Blast that already has a spotty 90% accuracy gets cut down to 68%, and of course I miss in a very crucial moment. That seals his fate as another Leaf Tornado takes him out. I can only think of 1 more out that I have in this moment, and it's Petalblade, specifically her Yawn. She has to take a Leaf Tornado before getting it off, but she's done what she's needed to do, so I can let her go down, before switching into Fireball and cleaning up with a Fire Fang. Last for Cheren is Liepard. I like my chances here despite being 3 levels lower because Fireball hits very hard. Liepard outspeeds and brings him down to the yellow with Pursuit after Sandstorm Chip. Fireball is able to do a little more than half with Fire Fang. I predict that Fireball will survive on a sliver, barring a crit, which he does, but misses the next Fire Fang because of his dumbass hustle ability. So the Sandstorm chip takes him down, and I am down to my last Pokemon, Megatron. Luckily, he just goes for another pursuit, so I can tank that and finish him off with a Razor Shell, escaping this fight by the skin of my teeth. As I was saying before I was interrupted by that battle-thirsty maniac, I caught a few new Pokemon in the desert, including the aforementioned Fireball and Steve the Sandile, who I later realized did not have Intimidate, so I went and caught another Steve the Sandile. After clearing out all the trainers in a bit of a grind session, I head into Nimbasa City, where I stumble upon some Team Plasma goons harassing the man from the daycare. So naturally I step in to protect the old geezer, but what follows this moment of heroism, you just have to see for yourself. Although I'm not gonna lie, wasn't quite ready for this. Oh, Watchdog, I haven't seen one of these in a while. Set up the crit chance, even though I'm probably not going to get one because this game hates me. And there's a sand attack. Okay. Alright. Yep. There we go. Already starting off with the bullshit. Y'all piss me off with this shit. Y'all really piss me off with this shit. Oh shit. I didn't even realize he put me to sleep. I didn't even realize he put me to sleep. I'm just going to speed this up. Oh, woke up. And you dead. Okay. Sand attack. How many times am I gonna put myself in a position to get increased crit rates? Just for my opponent to crit me first! That is like the 4th time that has happened today alone. Oh my god. Oh my god. And you keep missing, and you put to sleep again. Isn't Hypnosis like a 55% accurate move, and he hits it twice in a row? I get Sand Attack once, and I can't hit a f***ing Fury Cutter? Okay. Ooh. Why did I not just switch into Popeye? That's so stupid. That was so stupid of me. If he hit that a 3rd time, I would have. I'm going to break my monitor, I swear. Man, I'm going to break my monitor, I swear. If he hit that shit the 3rd time, I was gonna... Did you seriously just leave him on 1 health? Okay. Alright. Quick attack. Yep, get him out of here. Bro, I'm about to lose it. I'm about to lose it. Thank you. Holy shit. Holy shit. What the f is happening right now? After some more grinding in the desert, I head back into the city to take on the gym, only to run into N, who takes me on a Ferris wheel ride. Gay! And reveals himself as the leader of Team Plasma. Gee, I would have never seen that coming. Upon learning this information, 2 grunts pull up, relieved to know their fearless leader is safe, and challenges me to a battle to give them time to escape, to which I happily obliged. Honestly, nothing that interesting to note, although he did have a Sigilyph that I had never seen before, so he kinda caught me off guard there, but pretty straightforward nonetheless. After healing up, I run into Bianca outside the theater, and take a wild guess what happens next. What the fuck? Yeah, I bet you didn't see that coming. I walk out of the theater only to find Bianca and her dad having a conversation right in front of me. Oh, this is where that music comes from. Daddy? What are you doing here? I come to take you back home, of course. Your mother told me you'd made it all the way out here. Haven't you gone far enough? No way! I'm gonna keep traveling with Boise and my Pokemon! Whoa. Don't bring me into this. Don't bring me into this. This is you. You and your Pokemon, not me and your No. You're not. Absolutely not. Others do things their way, and we do things ours. Is that so? Then how about you do things your way and I'll do things mine? Oh, shit. Alright, Bianca. 10 toes down. I see you. Sweetie, you keep going on your travels. Whoa, what? Hey, who do you think you are? This is a family matter. My name is Elesa. I'm this town's gym leader. I also happen to be a model. You know, there are many people in this world. There are people whose way of thinking may be completely different from yours. Sometimes this means you may get hurt. Of course, that's exactly right. It's because I'm worried about that. But it's important to keep trying, to learn about the differences between yourself and others, to learn that being different is okay, and you shouldn't worry. Trainers always have Pokemon at their side. Pokemon are wonderful. It's not only how cute they can be, but also how much you can depend on them. Please! I know there's gonna be painful stuff like you're worrying about. I know, really, I get it. But like, listen, there would be tons of nice people too. Know what else? Since I've been traveling with Pokemon, I've already gotten tougher. I can totally tell. So, please? What am I doing? I guess. If wanting to continue your journey is selfishness on your part, wanting to stop you is selfishness on mine. I'm surprised to find I'm the one being childish. At my age, this gym leader's comments helped me wake up. Bianca, I'm sure it's better that you take the path you want to take now. I hope that your journey will be fun. Bon voyage. Boise, please, take care of my little girl, okay? Oh my god. Why am I being implicated in this? Leave me out of this. This is between you and your daughter. Leave me out of this. I don't want no parts of this. Papa, I'll come home after I find out what I really want to do. I'm sure he traveled as a trainer himself in the past. Being a parent must be hard. Did I meddle unnecessarily? You look troubled, so I decided to chime in. By the way, if you're trainers, please stop by the Pokemon gym. I'll teach you a little something about how tough a journey can get. Whoa. Hey now. You ain't gotta get so hostile now. She's so cool. I want to be a totally cool woman like Elesa. I wonder how I'll get there. Well, before that, I guess I need to discover what I really want to do. See you later, Boise. I cleared out the gym trainers mainly using Dyson, but I take in one more grind session because I know it'll take a whole team effort to get through this fight. Immediately I goofed and set up an iron defense, thinking I can reduce the damage I take on Volt Switch, completely forgetting that it's a special move, so I took 2 Volt Switches to the face before I can get in 1 Smackdown. Fortunately for me, this puts Emolga 1 in the red, forcing Elesa to use her Hyper Potion on the next turn. Smackdown once again puts Emolga 1 in the red, so Elesa uses her second and final Hyper Potion. This marks the end of the road for Dyson in this fight though, as Emolga 1 switches into Emolga 2, who is still at full health. I switch into Popeye. He takes an Aerial Ace pretty well as he sets up a workup. He eats another Aerial Ace before one-shotting the hyperactive Flying Squirrel with Rock Throw. Emolga 1 comes back in and outspeeds Popeye to finish him off with an Aerial Ace of her own. I switch into Derpy and clean up shop with a quick attack, but as a parting gift, her static ability paralyzes Derpy. Last is her Zebstrika. Obviously Derpy is dead to a Volt Switch, but nothing else on my team can switch in comfortably and do decent damage, so I stay in and deal some chip with quick attack before getting fried by another Volt Switch. This chip is enough to ensure that Fireball can come in, eat a Volt Switch, and finish the fight with a dig that he was able to learn via TM. My god, was that close to being a wipe. A few more misplays and this battle could have gone south, but we got it done, and that's all that matters. Thanks for watching, and again, sorry for the audio mishap in the early portions of this split. I tried to get too cute with my settings, and it backfired. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But anyways, if you want to watch the rest of this playthrough live as it's happening, make sure to follow my Twitch. The link will be in the description. Also, check out the rest of the playlist to get caught up if you haven't already, and be on the next lookout for the next episode of my Renegade Platinum Wheel Lock, where I spin a wheel before each gym that determines the house rule for that fight. I'll catch you all in the next one. See ya!